One of the very first videos I watched in the productivity niche was a morning routine video. And the reason why I watched them was because I needed some structure in my life. And I believed that morning routine would be the answer to all of my problems with lack of focus, distractions, lack of discipline, not me able to have a structure in my life. And I realized that morning routines would be that. If I do the correct things, correct habits in the morning, and I win my mornings, I would win the day. And in my own experiences, if I look back, whenever I was not following a morning routine and I was waking up late, I would have the worst day ever. If I was waking up at 9 or 10 a.m. in the morning, I would just not be productive. I would just be very grumpy and rude and angry. Not rude to people, but rude to myself. And I would just not feel good. But whenever I would have a morning routine, I realized that my days would be amazing. And if you're somebody who is looking for a morning routine and who is confused with what kind of morning routine they want to have, then this video is for you because this is my entire life's experiences with morning routines, all the problems I faced, and all the constraints you might face. I don't care if you are a student, if you are a business professional, a sportsman, whatever you might be. If you wake up late, if you wake up early, night or morning person, I don't know. So, this video would apply to anybody, any lifestyle. Any person can use these techniques that I have used in order to adapt myself into a new lifestyle. Let's just begin with the first problem I faced 1 year ago, or for multiple years, but I fixed it last year while I was in the university. The number one problem was me not being able to wake up at my specific timings. So my aim was to wake up at 5 a.m. in university, and I always missed the mark by like 2 hours, 3 hours, sometimes 10 a.m., 11 a.m. I would just not be able to hit the target. And the reason for that was I was not following the correct structure of adapting my brain, adapting my body to this new waking up hours. So, what I did was one day I went to bed 1 to 2 hours early. So, this is point number one. If you're struggling with this, go to bed 1 to 2 hours early. For me, it was at 7:30 p.m. So, usually I would aim for 9 p.m. But one day I was like, let's just go to bed early and try to fall asleep because even if I don't sleep for the next 2 or 3, 4 hours, at least I would be able to wake up at 4:30 or 5 a.m. in the morning. And that is exactly what happened. So that's point number one. Try to sleep 1 to 2 hours earlier than your bedtime. The second problem that arises, which is not really a problem, it's something you need to go through and something all of us goes through, which is pain. Second problem was I was not able to sleep at all that night. And I was able to sleep for 2, 3 hours max. And I woke up in the terrible mood, sleepy, grumpy, just fatigued out, tired, not able to get enough rest. And that is very normal. You need to understand and get used to this uncomfortable feeling. You will go through that day very badly and it won't be very exciting for you. You won't be able to get much of your work done that day. But the goal here is to get adjusted to this new lifestyle. And you need to go through this, and it's completely normal because the next night, when you come back and at 9 p.m. or 8:30 p.m., when you try to sleep, you will literally fall asleep so quickly. So that's exactly what happened with me. I would wake up at 5 a.m. or even 4:45 around that time because I was not sleeping. I was just having my eyes closed and that's it. And I woke up, terrible sleep, no rest, tired, got some coffee and started walking and did my absolute best to not take a nap. Here's the key. Do not take a nap because if you take a nap, you will literally sleep for hours and all of this will just go down the drain. So don't sleep. That's the number one point I can give you. The next night at 8:30 around 8 p.m. I immediately fall asleep. It was so effortless for me and this works every single time without fail from that point. From that point I shifted my morning routine to 3:30 a.m., 7 a.m., whatever time you want to wake up at. It works. If you still cannot wake up, I want you to define a purpose for you to wake up in the morning because look back at the moments where you would give an exam, where you would have an important appointment in the morning, maybe an interview. For me, it was exams, and I would automatically 100 times out of 100 times wake up at that set time, even before that set time in the morning. when I had my exams. So have a purpose for waking up in the morning, very important. Don't just wake up with no purpose at all, nothing to do. Have a schedule ready, have a to-do list ready, and then try to wake up and see how easily it would be if you combine the things I talked about previously and having a purpose to wake up in the morning. Look how easy it will be to wake up at that specific time you want to wake up at. One of the other things that I realized when I was trying to adapt myself into this new lifestyle was I wouldn't be able to sleep. And I was waking up at midnight or 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. in the morning. And I had my phone next to me. So you can possibly imagine what happened. I went on to Instagram, talked to my friends, scrolled for hours, and ruined it all. So that's the number one thing. Don't do that. Have your phone in the other room because your willpower at night is completely depleted. And you need, because you said yes and no to so many things throughout that day. So at night, have less things to say yes and no to. Everything that distracts you needs to go away. That's the basic tip I would like to give you. And everybody talks about it, but take it seriously because this won't work. If you're waking up at 2 a.m. and scrolling on Instagram, you will literally ruin it all. So now we have fixed your waking up problems. So once you can wake up at your specific timings, then we can dive into the morning routine you might want to have because there are two phases of life. And with me personally, when I was going through bad times, when I had terrible mental health and I was depressed, just unfocused, undisciplined, trash everywhere around my room, wouldn't be able to focus at all, just not living like a healthy human is supposed to live. I followed this specific morning routine that was built for my mental health. And if you're somebody who is unfocused, distracted, undisciplined, everything is going wrong, you don't feel good, you feel empty, this is the morning routine you should be following. Now, if you're somebody who wants to work, who has a better mental health, who lives like a healthy human is supposed to live, then I have another morning routine for you specifically. This is what you should be doing, and this is what I do. I wake up and immediately go take a cold shower. And this is non negotiable. Cold showers immediately make you more disciplined. It gives you motivation for up to 2 hours. And cold showers are just incredible, in my opinion. In the morning, it is the simplest, easiest win you can have. Turn the knob of your shower to extreme cold and just feel the cold water hitting your body. And I promise you, after you get out of the shower, you will feel incredible. Now, there will be days where you don't want to do that. And there were days where I didn't want to do any sort of cold exposure. What I would do is I would expose myself to cold for 10 seconds, 5 seconds, and then I would turn the knob to hot water. The goal here is to be consistent and do it every single day, even if you do it for 1 second. And the goal here is to be shocked in the morning, to tell your brain that you are not in charge, I am in charge. And even when your brain is telling you all sorts of excuses on why you shouldn't be doing it, you do it anyways because this is how you build discipline. After you have taken the cold shower, I want you to get out, get dressed, and clean your room fully. Now, don't have a deep cleaning session for 1 hour. Just you can do you can make your bed in under 2 minutes. You can clean your desk in 5 minutes and organize your room in under 2 to 3 minutes. That's how easy it should be. 10 minutes or 8 to 10 minutes to clean your entire room and make your bed, clean your desk. Once you have a clean environment, and the reason why I'm talking about environment a lot is because this is the number one thing that people do, which leads to self sabotage. So if you don't want to mess yourself over and you don't want to self sabotage yourself, then have a clean environment at all times and start your morning with having a clean start, clean slate, and then starting your day. Once your room is cleaned, once your desk is cleaned, get on your bed or sit on a chair wherever you feel comfortable. Do a 2 minute to 10 minute meditation session, and it depends how you feel, right? The point here is to be consistent, and even if you feel like not doing meditation, do it for 30 seconds, do it for 1 minute, and you're done, right? That's the point. Be consistent. Don't aim for perfectionism. Just do it every single day, every single morning. I meditate for 5 to 10 minutes every single morning. Today I meditated for 5 minutes because I wasn't feeling like doing it. I just wanted to record this video. So I meditated for 5 minutes, and the next thing I do is gratitude journaling. Gratitude journaling makes you happier. It gives you positive energy. Imagine feeling happier in the morning. You won't be doing any of your bad habits if you're feeling happy. One when you were a child, you weren't doing any of these bad habits. You weren't binge eating, you weren't binge watching Netflix series. You were just a child and you were happy. And the reason for that is because you were happy. When you're happy, it is very less likely that you would relapse on your bad habits. So, gratitude journaling makes you a positive person, makes you more attractive to people. After gratitude journaling, what I do is I do some visualization. It is very, very powerful if you do it in the morning. What visualization does is it changes your self identity, it changes your self image. You don't chase your goals, you chase the character version of yourself who has those goals already achieved. You chase character traits of the man or the woman who has your goals achieved. So, the way I visualize is I have a piece of paper, I have my goals written down on there, and I visualize my goals while I'm reading them. I also have a vision board. I visualize that and I have a self introduction of myself 5 years from now and everything that I would have achieved 5 years from now when I'm 24 years old. And I visualize it every single morning for 10 minutes minimum. If you're somebody who wants to fast track this process, visualizing for 2 minutes would work significantly well. So, you have learned about it and heard about visualization from countless YouTubers. This is how you do it. You close your eyes, you feel present in the moment, you probably meditate for 2 minutes, and then you visualize your goals, you visualize the process, you visualize the end results as well. So, you visualize both of these things and 2 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever you feel like, you do it every single morning because it works only if you do it consistently. After that, I want you to go out of your room and talk to your parents, talk to people, socialize. Or even if you don't want to socialize, just go out, take some sunlight in, go on a walk, go in the nature, live like a healthy human is supposed to live. Don't give yourself some brain damage and don't be antisocial. Go out in the morning and have a walk. And I'm going to be authentic and honest. I do not do this myself. I have been slacking on going out in the morning. And the reason for that is I go to the gym at 9 or 10 a.m. in the morning. So I just skip my morning walks. I just get right into the work mode and then go to the gym. But yeah, I need to get back to going out in the morning because that really makes me feel very good. Another thing you should be considering doing is having some cardio session in the morning or having any sort of workout done in the morning because that really impacts your mental health. If you're somebody who is dealing with depression, go out and work out in the morning. Go lift some weight, go do some hard and intensive that challenges your brain physically, mentally, everything. Just go out and have a workout. All right, this is for the entrepreneurs and for people who are focused in their careers, for students, for university people. If you're somebody who wants to focus on work, if you're somebody who has a good mental health and who is already living like a healthy human is supposed to live, then this is the season of life where you want to have this specific sort of morning routine. Every entrepreneur and every successful person you see, they don't have an hour long morning routine when they are building up their company, when they are at the building stage. They follow a specific productivity tactic, which is eat the frog. They wake up, they get to work. That is as simple as I can explain it to you. You do the hardest task first thing in the morning as soon as you wake up. That is the productivity tactic, eat the frog. I will not be going into the specifics, but this is how you do it. You wake up within the first 90 seconds of you opening your eyes, you get to work, you start working. Once you get the hardest thing, first thing in the morning, done for 1, 2, 3 hours, then you can have your morning routine. So after I have fixed my mental health last year, it took me 1.5 months around that time to completely just feel naturally positive and be more healthier as a person. I started to optimizing for work again and I started to be more disciplined. And the way I did that was I woke up at 4 a.m. in the morning and got some water, got some coffee, and then worked for 2, 3 hours straight, no breaks. It is very easy for me to work in the morning, and after you have done your work block in the morning, then you can follow the exact same morning routine I talked about: cold shower, meditation, cleaning your room, breath work, gratitude journaling, going out, taking a walk, maybe going to the gym, working out. And this is how you optimize morning routines according to your life. There's no one or two specific morning routines that you should be following. It depends on your life and on what part of life you want to focus in. If you want a better mental health, if you want to be more disciplined, go for the morning routine I talked about in season one. At the end, I would like to say eliminate all distractions. No phones, no laptops, no distraction at all throughout the day, and set up your environment in a way that is working for you. If you got value out of this video, I would urge you to like the video and subscribe my channel. It really helps me a lot. And if you're somebody who wants more personal advice from me, then my Discord and Instagram would be linked down below. Thank you for watching this video and good luck.